I was 8 months pregnant, chasing a toddler around the house, and my husband had kept one door locked for 6 months. From the outside, not inside, outside. And when I finally saw what was behind that door, it didn't make anything better. It made everything worse. At the time, I didn't even realise how strange it was. You know how life gets when you're pregnant, already have a toddler, and you're just trying to get through the day. Everything feels chaotic, exhausting, loud. So when something small feels off, you don't immediately question it. You just move on. But this wasn't small. It just took me a long time to admit that, because the truth is, deep down, from the very beginning, something about that door didn't feel right. And the more I ignored it, the louder that feeling got. I used to think I had a good life. Not perfect. Nothing is. But stable, predictable, safe. My husband and I had been together for years. We had routines, a home, a toddler who kept us busy in that chaotic but kind of beautiful way. And when I found out I was pregnant again, I thought, this is it. This is the life people talk about. Messy, sure, but full. Then one day, sometime during my second trimester, he added a lock to his office door. At first, I didn't question it. He worked from home sometimes, took calls, needed privacy. That all made sense. But then I noticed something. The lock wasn't on the inside. It was on the outside. I remember just standing there, staring at it, trying to make it make sense in my head. So I asked him about it. He laughed, like it was nothing, said it was just easier that way, then made a joke about pregnancy brain, like I was the one being irrational, and I let it go. At least, I tried to. But it didn't stop there. The door stayed locked. Always. Even when he wasn't home. Even when he wasn't working. Even when it made absolutely no sense. And the more I noticed it, the more it started to bother me. Because it wasn't just the lock. It was his reaction. Every time I brought it up, even casually, he shut it down immediately. Why are you so obsessed with this? You're imagining things. It's literally just a room. But it didn't feel like just a room. It felt like something I wasn't allowed to see. And once that feeling starts, it doesn't go away. It grows. It sits in the back of your mind. Quiet at first, then louder, then impossible to ignore. And I started to realise something I didn't want to admit. This wasn't about curiosity anymore. This was about trust. And something about that door was slowly breaking it. One afternoon, I tried something small. We had this bird perch, just a little stand, and I thought the office got better sunlight, so I wanted to put it in there. I walked up to the door, tried the handle, locked, so I called out to him, "Hey, can you open it? I just want to put this inside." And he froze, not dramatically, just stiff. Then he said no, flat, immediate, no hesitation. And in that moment, everything shifted, because that wasn't normal. That wasn't someone protecting a workspace. That was someone guarding something. I didn't push it right away, but something inside me changed, because now it wasn't just strange, it was deliberate. And once you see that kind of reaction, you can't unsee it. You start replaying everything, every conversation, every excuse, every deflection, and the question stops being, what's in the room? It becomes, why am I not allowed to know? After that, everything started to feel off. He became more protective of the door, more defensive, more distant. And every time I brought it up, it came back to the same thing. Your hormones are messing with you. I started to doubt myself. I mean, I was pregnant, emotional, tired, overwhelmed. Maybe he was right. Maybe I was making something out of nothing. But that's the dangerous part, isn't it? When someone keeps telling you you're wrong, you start questioning your own reality. Even when something feels completely off, even when your instincts are screaming at you. I would stand in that hallway sometimes, just looking at the door, trying to convince myself it didn't matter, trying to be the reasonable one. But deep down, I knew I wasn't imagining it, because confusion doesn't come out of nowhere, and neither does that kind of fear. The breaking point came late one night. I was exhausted, the kind of exhaustion where your body aches and your brain just stops working properly. Our toddler had finally fallen asleep. The house was quiet, and I just sat there, staring at that door. 6 months. 6 months of being told I was overreacting. 6 months of being shut out. 6 months of feeling like something in my own home didn't belong to me. So I asked him again. Not gently this time. Open the door. He didn't even look at me. No, that was it. No explanation. No discussion. Just, no! And something in me snapped. I live here, I said. I'm your wife. I'm carrying your child. Why can't I see what's in that room? And he turned it around on me instantly. You're being controlling. I remember just sitting there, stunned, because somehow I had become the problem, not the locked door, not the secrecy, me. He went to bed like nothing happened, and I stayed there, alone, at 2 a.m. Eventually, I fell asleep on the couch, not because I felt better, but because my body gave out. The next morning, the door was open, just open, like nothing had ever happened. For a second, I thought I was dreaming. After 6 months, it was just there, unlocked. And suddenly, I didn't want to go in, because whatever was behind that door had already taken so much from me. But I went anyway, slowly, carefully, and it was just a room, a desk, a chair, a Nintendo Switch on the table, a weed pen. That's it. No secret life, no hidden person, no massive betrayal, just that. And somehow, that felt worse, because if that's all it was, why lock it for 6 months? Why lie? Why make me feel like I was losing my mind? And the worst part, I didn't feel relief. I felt empty. Because now there was a new question. Was that really all? Or was this just what he wanted me to see? And then I noticed something else. The lock had been changed. It wasn't the same one, which meant sometime during the night, while I was asleep, he didn't just unlock the door. He staged it, rearranged the room, replaced the lock, controlled what I would see, and in that moment, everything became clear. This was never about the room. It was about control, about making me doubt myself, about rewriting reality right in front of me. And suddenly, all those months made sense. Not the lock, not the room, but the way he made me feel. Small, confused, wrong. Now I'm sitting here, 8 months pregnant, with a toddler, and another baby on the way, asking myself something I never thought I would. Do I stay? Because it's not about what was in that room anymore. It's about what 6 months of lies did to me. Because sometimes the biggest betrayal isn't what's hidden behind a locked door. It's being made to feel like you're crazy for noticing it.